It's the FOX Weather Howliday Special 2.0, the Good Boys and Girls edition.
Merry Christmas!
We're making an appearance before the judge for some paw and order.
Come on, sit with Mommy. You want to sit with Mommy?
The Five's Dana Perino gets into the howliday spirit with Percy the pup.
We can find. Let's see if Santa's little helper is here today.
And a few Fox friends reveal if they're on the nice list this year.
Merry Christmas, guys.
We're frost-proofing those paws with Dr. Carly Fox.
Not all pets are the same.
And we're spreading the holiday cheer with our very own Mets with Pets.
If they could have their grass pads be a bit bigger, I don't think that they would be complaining about that.
Get ready for some bark in the park.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yay. There you go. You see what?
Santa Paws is coming to town. All of this and more on the FOX Weather Howliday Special 2.0. Hey there, welcome to the FOX Weather Howliday Special 2.0. We are at the Santa Paws workshop, the beautiful Demers Farms here in New Jersey. I've got my little helper here. This is Oliver. He's all decked out just like the halls of Christmas with his beautiful sweater. Boy, have we got a show lined up for you. Hey, you know the judge, Judge Jeanine. Well, she likes to lay down the law on the Five. But at home, it's all about paw and order. So let's check in with the judge and her precious poodles.
Merry Christmas! From my house to yours. Stella, Ted, Red, come on, stay with Mommy. Come on. Come on. Stella, come here. Come here. You got your coat messed up. Say hi, everybody. Come here. Come here, Red.
They're like my children. I have two kids. I mean, I love them, but they left, and there's this maternal instinct I have, and I get to exercise it with my dogs. But these are my angels. And I make sure they're groomed every other week, and they listen to me most of the time.
Those dogs want to go to work. Come here.
I give them, homemade food, and they're all rescues. I mean, for the longest time, I had these blue bloods, AKC registered, all these. I had one poodle, I've had poodles for years, who actually showed at Westminster. And then my mother said to me, she said, Jeanine, why don't you get rescues? So I did. So I have Stella, Red, and Ted. Red is very tall, is a super jumbo poodle. And Red is kind of reticent, he's a peacenik. Ted is like a fighter. I mean, whoever comes around, Ted's ready to fight. But Red and Ted are brothers, and they always touch. They're always together. Come on, Ted. He said, I'm not going to be a clown for you. You have lion eyes, Theodore. When I'm mad, I call him Theodore, but I love him. Ted! Mommy loves you. Stella is a female, obviously, but like my other female poodles, they're hunters. They're real hunters. She was on the naughty list. I mean, she attacked a baby deer, and the baby deer, I went out there and I was mortified, and the baby deer was going bah, bah, like a sheep. Just because they're poodles, they're not like little princesses. They will fight and they will attack, and they are fabulous guard dogs.
Come on, Ted.
Snickerdoodle, the one that I just got a couple months ago, is a Bernedoodle, which is part Bernese Mountain Dog, part poodle, and she's only 8 months, and she's bigger than everyone. I mean, this is a real mistake, but we love her, and my son, thank goodness, he'll take her once in a while when he goes to Pennsylvania for a week, and she gets to do whatever she wants with him. Hold on. We have sweaters, we have raincoats, and I think Doodle is going to need boots because the bottom of her paws she's a baby. I mean, they're so soft, and when it gets icy, she's got to protect them. I think the favorite tradition is dyeing them and seeing how beautiful they are. It's Christmas time, I always dye Stella. And then I'll have the other ones have their dogs or their ears or their tails red or green. So that's why Ted and Red have red and green on them. It doesn't hurt them for anyone who's concerned about it. I mean, it's natural dyes, and it doesn't bother them. They don't itch. There's no reaction that they have, and it washes out in a couple of washings. Theodore, as you can see, is very serious, and he's assessing whether or not there's any danger here. Red will just lie down around Christmas time, but Stella will be sitting here, and they'll open presents on the floor, and all three will be on the sofa. They know that they're regal, they know that I love them, and they know they're loved, and they return the love 1,000 times.
Baby, it is cold outside, but should you bundle up your pets? Dr. Carly Fox has more tips. Frost-proofing your pets, especially the indoor pets when you take them outside. Dr. Fox, you got Kuma with you. Let's talk about pets and keeping them safe because the temperatures are going down quickly.
They are. And not all pets are the same. It's really important to realize that, you know, a 2K Yorkie is very different than like an Akita when it comes to going outside. Mm-hmm. So it's really important to be mindful of your pet and their tolerance to cold. Okay. If you go outside and you're cold, that probably means your pet is cold. So it's very important to really keep an eye on them. Notice, are they shaking? Are they reluctant to move?
That means go inside. If they're shaking, it's a little...
Yeah, I mean, if they're done doing their business, I think maybe keeping their walks to a minimum is a good idea. Okay. Everyone's very used to their routine with their pets, but when temperatures drop, it's nice to maybe, you know, take walks and make them, instead of 15 minutes, make them 10 minutes. Okay. Instead of 3 walks a day, you can actually make them shorter and go 4 times a day, just to get your pet outside, but make sure that they're tolerant of the weather.
Okay. And sweaters are okay, coats, would you think that's good for dogs?
Sweaters are great for dogs that will allow you to put them on. We don't want it to be torture for them, but Kuma here is tolerating his outfit very well, and most dogs do. So if you have a pet that has a short coat, that shivers outside, getting them a sweater or a like puffy jacket is definitely a good idea to make them more comfortable when they're outside in cold weather.
We're getting all the warm and fuzzies here at Fox Weather with our Mets with Pets. Fox Weather meteorologist Marissa Torres expanded her family and now has a pup and 2 kitty companions.
I'm Marissa Torres. I'm one of the on-air meteorologists here at Fox Weather. I have 3 pets. I have 2 cats, Gizmo and Lola, and our newest addition is our dog Rico, who we rescued from Puerto Rico. Rico from Puerto Rico. So I was about 4 months pregnant, and I really wanted a puppy because I wanted my new baby, my 3rd baby, to grow up with our new puppy. And a coworker here said, hey, some puppies were just born near my mom's house in Puerto Rico, and so my husband flew out there and brought one of them home. My friend then brought 2 others. My uncle has 2 siblings, and we have Rico with us here in New Jersey. I grew up around animals. I've grown up around animals my entire life, and I appreciate every living creature, and I appreciate cats and dogs because they're just so different. With my cats, especially Gizmo, and even Lola, there's this like cuddling at night and this love that's always there and this gentleness because especially Gizmo's just so good with the kids. But Rico's like play and roughhousing and tossing a ball and playing fetch, and well, he's not good at fetch, but he'll bring you something and then refuse to let go of it. But he'll run with us, and so it's maybe going on hikes with Rico, and we take him on vacation with us. So it's the same kind of love, but executed differently. Okay, so Rico would ask for toys because he destroys all of them. So he needs like something really sturdy, like a Kong, and he would probably ask for the love of Lola Bean. And then I think Gizmo would just ask for more cuddles and maybe some catnip, and then Lola would just ask for peace and quiet. Hope everybody has a very happy holiday. Lots of love to our fur babies.
We're doxing through the snow with 8 weens. The TikTok sensations are getting all the applause. We're unleashing the joy of Christmas. And we're joined by a few very familiar faces.
This is, you just wanted me to pick him up.
That's when the Fox Weather Howliday Special returns. And coming up here on the Fox Weather Howliday Extravaganza, we're taking you on the ultimate winter wooferland adventure. It's going to be perfect. That's coming up.
I'm Fox Weather's Stephen Morgan, and today we're talking about the Northern Lights. These are also known as Aurora Borealis. You see them in pictures, movies, anywhere scenic. These vibrant colors dance across the night sky, giving off these gorgeous views. So what causes this majestic light show? It starts with a solar flare when charged particles are released from the sun and interact with Earth's magnetic field. Let's call this the solar wind. That wind ultimately enters Earth's atmosphere at the poles, where it meets two key ingredients, oxygen and nitrogen. Red and green auroras come from the solar wind reacting with oxygen. Meanwhile, the blue and pink ones are due to nitrogen. The northern lights are typically faint, so they're hard to see in big cities. Head away from those lights to where it's darker. Now boldly go, if you get the chance, and see them for yourself. Know your Fox weather.
I love this segment so much because I get to talk to you about Lola. And if you follow me on social media, you've already seen many pictures and videos of Lola, especially when it comes to weather-related social media posts. There is always a Lola frost alert when we dip below the freezing mark and she's out with her little red coat on. Lola is a Bedlington Terrier. The breed dates back to the 1800s. They were bred to be in the mines to help miners with the vermin. They would kill the rats. And you can tell she still has that instinct when she's outside and she sees a squirrel and she wants to go get it. But Lola is an amazing pet. She's our first family dog and we love her dearly. So if you want to see more pictures of Lola, you can visit me on social media at Janice Dean on Twitter, or it's X now, at Janice Dean on X, Facebook, and on Instagram, Janice Dean FNC. I think Lola even deserves her own fan page.
Hey, check this out. They've got a petting farm here at Demarest Farms in New Jersey. So we decided, why not take you on the ultimate winter wooferland with pet adventure expert Fern Watt. So we made it out to Demarest Farm in New Jersey, just outside of New York City, and look at the weather, it's perfect, snowflakes, and we're gonna have a great time. Hey, by the way, this is Kuma, this is Oscar, and this is Fern Watt, the dog adventure expert.
Hello!
Great to see you, my friend.
It's so good to see you, and did you plan this weather?
Absolutely, I made a phone call.
It is so perfect.
It's magic for the holiday.
Yes.
Hey, what are we gonna do today?
Okay, we are going on a safari.
Wait, not just any safari.
This is a Christmas tree farm safari.
Let's do it. One of the cool things is you may have a dog that's not hyper energetic, but you need to find fun things to do with them.
Yes, dogs are excellent tour guides. And if you don't need a super athletic dog
Like
to
this
have
guy.
a fun adventure. I love the thought of taking my dogs on walks as many places as I possibly can and keeping like a running list of all the places that we're going, like a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah.
So it's like, you think about the Christmas tree farm, it's the one day a year when dogs and humans have a similar motivation. We're all out here sniffing for the best trees.
Look at,
And
this one looks good.
I know, like, and for dogs, it's all about the smells. So I really think that dogs are great to help us pick out these Christmas trees and help us sniff out the best one. So
You talk about Snifari too, because that helps to motivate and also stimulate them.
Yeah, a Snifari is a walk where you let your dog guide the way with their nose. Like humans as visual creatures, we're all about the sight. Dogs are smelling creatures. So they see the world with their noses. So when we're on adventures with our dogs, it's really fun to let them smell. Or you can just, you know, like Kuma, just relax and sit back and enjoy.
Because as long as the farm is pet friendly, you bring them by, They get to sniff things out, check out all the scenery, take pictures.
Yes, and a lot of times, like during the winter, we think, oh my gosh, I need to stay inside.
Right.
I want to snuggle up. But no, the winter can be such a good time to get outside. And dogs are such a great motivator to bring us outside and bring us to these new places and go for walks in the snow. Holidays, we just rush. And we're like, come on, you know, the dogs are on our agenda.
Right.
But on a sniffari, you're on their agenda. They're getting to stop and sniff whatever they want to sniff.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that you have a little stamp book, if you will, and you mark things off as you go. So this is one thing you'd mark off of your list.
Yes, I have a running list for my dogs of all of the places that we've walked. And the places can be super simple, but it's really fun to come up with a list of places to walk with your dog. Oftentimes we think an adventure has to be this like extreme thing.
Right.
But an adventure is really just seeing the world in a new way or trying something new. If you've never been to see the snow with your dog, go. Because when it's snowing, you can be out there playing, making doggy snow angels. It's a blast.
And they roll around, have a good time in it.
Yeah. So dogs really just teach us how to play, and they add more play to our lives.
What other adventures do you have for us?
Okay, so you know how dogs love sticking their head out the window?
Yeah, car ride?
Yeah, it's like the car ride to the dog is like the best thing ever because if you think about it, like dogs love smelling. They want to use their noses. So the amount of smells going by out that car window, it's like a smell buffet. It's amazing. So I'm always trying to think of ways to enhance my dog's head out the window experiences.
Yeah. You gonna show us something?
We're going on a pretty big adventure.
Ooh, did you hear that, Kuma?
I hope it's like a really big adventure.
Okay.
It's gonna be huge.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going
Do I need a seatbelt?
on a
Let's go.
tractor ride.
What? Oh! Hey, you ready there, buddy? Tractor ride, tractor ride. Come on, buddy,
Come
let's do
on,
this.
Let's go.
The sweet little pug you saw in that story is actually social media star Kuma the pug. Earlier this year, he stole the hearts and glances at the Village Halloween Parade in New York when he dressed up as the house from the Disney film Up. You can follow all of Kuma's urban adventures at Kuma the Pug on Instagram. Forget Santa's 8 reindeer, we have 8 wings. Check out the social media superstars.
Happy holidays, guys, from Fox Weather. My name is Grace, and these are my 8 wings. Quick introduction. This is Boots, my oldest, Bandit, my loudest, Plopper, the clingiest, Peanut, my sweetest, Pumpkin, the nosiest, Tubby, the stinkiest, Einstein, the fuzziest, and Meatball, the youngest. As you saw, I had PJ as well. He's a little bit of a funky looking ween, but he's part of our little pack as well. Going viral was never something that we had planned. It was during quarantine. We were bored and we were just looking through some trends, some videos online, and there was a particular trend where you get your dog or cat, you put them up against the wall, and then you test whether if they're smart or not, they'll put their arms up or they won't. And so I was like, you know what? That seems fun. We're not doing anything. Let's go ahead and try it with the 8 weens. And that video blew up. And after it blew up, I thought, you know what? Might as well give people an insight of what our life looks like. You don't come across a family with 8 weens every day. So from going to the car wash, to camping, to our morning and night routines, I thought, you know what? Might as well just bring you guys along with us. And I've been so blessed with the opportunity, and everybody loves the weens as much as I do. And it's just been a cool adventure having you all come along and have so much support from so many people, and just they love them as much as I do. So it's been great. I never planned to have 8 weens. It wasn't something that's like, you know what, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna have 8 weens. It kind of happened when I first got Boots. I fell in love. And after that, I came across so many different rehoming situations. And as soon as I saw their little photos, like, how can you say no, right? And with so many different personalities, it's all come together. It's been a blessing, and it all worked out for the best. And I wouldn't have it any other way, having 8 weens in my life. During the winter season, we actually do the most activities, I think, out of the whole year. For sure, we love, wearing our matching little sweaters. Everybody loves it. except Einstein, but it's because, you know, she has a built-in sweater already, but she's part of the pack, so we can't leave her out, and it keeps her warm. We go Christmas tree hunting, we play in the snow. We love setting up the Christmas tree because the Waynes think that the ornaments are toys. We do gingerbread house making, we go get pup cups, we wrap gifts, we open gifts. We have a lot of adventures together, and it's kind of like having very fuzzy, hairy children. It's always fun having different personalities in the house. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Bye, happy holiday.
Our next Met with Pet is someone you know and love. Fox Weather's Stephen Morgan recently expanded his pack by adding another pup.
So if you would have asked me about 6 months ago, we had one pet. His name's Q. That's short for cumulus. You get it? The clouds. But just a few months ago, we got a second dog. And his name is Theo. But believe it or not, they're brothers. Q and Theo are brothers from the same litter. And I can't tell you how coincidental that was. That was not planned. The idea of us getting a dog, we talked about like, what should we do? Like, we're living in the city. We both grew up with dogs, my husband and I, and it was like we were kind of missing something. So we got one. We were like, let's just see. But the one, Q, when we would leave, we'd leave him for a couple of hours because we both work. He was lonely, had a little bit of separation anxiety. So I thought, because I grew up with two dogs, why not try to get a second dog and see if we can maybe rescue another one. We got Q from Texas, went back to Texas, and couldn't believe it that Theo was available too. So they've just been a great addition to the family. There's no doubt if they could ask anybody for anything, it would be more treats, it would be more walks, and also this unique like living in New York City thing that we have going on. It's hard to find grass, so we've gotten them these grass pads. That's kind of where they go to the bathroom. If they could have their grass pads be a bit bigger, I don't think that they would be complaining about that, but still top of mind treats and more WALKS's. I'm telling you, once you step into that world of pet ownership, they become part of your family.
Hey, let's take a pause to winterize our pets because priority, that is number one when it comes to our little fur pets like Oliver here. Dr. Carly Fox from the Shoresman Animal Medical Center has some great tips. Frost-proofing your pets, and now we're talking paws on the pavement, protecting your pets, especially when it's cold outside, Dr. Fox. Sometimes we've got ice, sometimes we have snow, sometimes we have salt. What can we do to best protect their paws?
It's definitely a good idea to think about your dog's paws in winter weather. The snow can adhere to your dog's paws and almost fall little snowballs between their toes, which can be irritating to them, cause them to lick their paws, which can then lead to worsening inflammation and sometimes even infection. And this is something that I think we see more often in dogs with long hair, like Oscar here. You can see his hair just like ready to pick up all of those snowballs outside. So when you get them inside, a very important thing to do is to try to remove that snow. It is very common for people and for businesses to use salt outside to melt the snow. And this salt can get stuck in between your dog's paws, which can be irritating, but not only that, if they lick at them, which naturally they will, that salt ingestion can actually cause GI upset, so it can lead to vomiting, diarrhea, and in really severe cases, that increased salt intake can cause electrolyte shifts in their blood, which can make them quite sick. So wiping your paws, soaking the paws, making sure that the salt isn't adhered to your dog's paws when you bring them inside is very important. A great way to avoid that is to actually purchase like pet safe salt. So if you go and you're at the store and you're deciding which one to use, that would be best for your pet and for your neighbor's pets as well.
It works just as well. I used to use it.
Oh, good. Yeah, see? A customer right here.
Ahead, we're dog walking in a winter wonderland with the Five's Dana Perino and her pup, Percy.
Hi, my name is Lauren and this is Penny, and I'm a director at Fox Weather, and she comes with me every day as an assistant. Oh, I think my favorite holiday memory is just being able to snuggle with her on the winter days when it's snowy outside and having her cuddles, because she's a very snuggly dog, so. I think she really enjoys coming to work. She actually gets really excited when I get her little service vest out and she's ready to go. She knows what's gonna happen, and everybody loves her here. She's not just my service animal, she's everybody's service animal, and they all give her lots of love and treats and things, so she is definitely the favorite around here. Happy holidays from me and Penny. I hope that your holidays are perfect.
Hey, happy holidays! I want to introduce you to my fur family. This right here is Riley, and this is Cooper. Hey, Coops! Cooper. Cooper's been with me, oh my gosh, for 14 years. I love you so much. Cooper, I adopted in San Francisco at the Bay Area, and Cooper has lived in the Bay Area. He lived in San Diego, Los Angeles, Seattle, and now in the New York, New Jersey area. Riley's 8 years old. He was born in Los Angeles. He's bougie. He's from the west side of LA. Okay, can I have a kiss? Oh, come here, come here. Can I have a hug? These two boys have always gotten along as brothers. Cooper helped raise them because Cooper was, I don't know, older when we adopted Riley. Riley came home when he was 8 weeks old, and Riley followed Cooper everywhere Cooper went. So they've been best buds ever since. We have a cat around here somewhere, and the cat actually kind of rules the roost sometimes. You could ask Santa Paws for anything. As long as it was T-R-E-A-T, they're good. Our wish for other fur families is that they're all happy together, that all animals find a loving home, and that they're happy and warm and cozy with a good loving family. That's all we want. So from our fur family to yours, happy holidays! The Five's Dana Perino has found the perfect co-host in her fur pet, Percy. Let's check in with Dana and Percy and see how they celebrate the holidays, and they're also checking in with a few friends.
Percy is a 2-year-old Hungarian Vizsla. Peter and I have been married 26 years, and we've only been without a dog for, I think, 16 weeks total. Our first was Henry. He was born in Scotland. Then there was Jasper. Jasper really grew up through Fox News. He came as a little tiny puppy. Unfortunately, he died in September of 2021. He was only 9 years old. 8 weeks later, Percy came on the scene. This one's a little goofy, and he loves playing ball, and he really is a baby. Percy's favorite part about New York City is Central Park, for sure. Probably has more friends in New York than I have. We haven't had too much snow, right? I think that he would probably like a little bit more of that. He handles the cold very well. He does not like to wear a coat. Except if it's below 25 degrees, then he seems to know that he needs a coat and he's willing to put it on. Oh, yes. Happy now. Oh, my goodness.
This is, you just wanted me to pick him up.
My colleagues like Percy. They probably get annoyed that I talk about him so much.
Is that your uncle? Is that your uncle? That's your
The best compliment that Bill ever gave Percy is that he's a real dog.
Santa gonna be good to Percy.
Oh, Percy is always on the nice list. He's super well behaved.
Oh, Percy, let's go see who we can find. Let's see if Santa's little helper is here today.
Percy is a charmer. He can even make Greg Gutfeld smile.
Who's this? Oh, hello.
Hi, Dina. Percy, what's going on, guys?
Say hi to your favorite friend.
Hello.
Have you guys, you've met?
Yeah.
Perfect. Are you ready for Christmas?
I am. Are you?
No. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You've got the spirit.
Yeah.
How much spirit does Emily have? Look at And also, she's one of the kindest people. She does all these things for charity. Never, ever stop.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We don't have too many holiday traditions. We keep it fresh every year. But I definitely think the wine bottle is something we think about all year. So this one is Lord Percy. So there's a new one every single year, and people get a real kick out of getting it. Going back several years, we decided to do something fun for Christmas, a great Christmas gift, and we have a very talented friend who's a fan of The Five, and he is so good at Photoshop. This is this year's Percy calendar. It has all sorts of things in there like that he loves to do, to go to the park, play ball. He can put 3 balls in his mouth at once. America's Christmas tree lighting has actually become my main Christmas tradition. It's beautiful, it brings people together, and it's a focal point for this avenue in New York where you have so many people from all around the world coming to celebrate Christmas and having a chance to get their picture taken in front of it. I love it, I think it's beautiful. One of the concerns I have about life is just how fast it goes by. Whenever I call my husband, the first thing I do is say, "How is Percy?" What I like to do is to try to slow down just a little bit and think about the importance of being contemplative in the new year, thinking about the year that was.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Fox Weather Meteorologist Kendall Smith would like you to meet somebody new and special in her life. This is Millie June.
Kendall. I'm a meteorologist here. I've been here for 3 years. My dog's name is Millie June, so she's named after my grandma on both sides. So my grandma on my mom's side was named Millie, and my grandma on my dad's side was named June. So there's a breeder in southeast Kansas, and I have been wanting a dog for so many years. And I basically reached out to her about 3 years ago and just said, hey, I know that you have a few litters of puppies every few years. You have Aussie doodles, which is what I wanted. And I told her, I was like, hey, if you ever have a litter and there's a puppy that you think would be a good fit, just give me a call, let me know. And she gave me a call back in May. I saw the pictures and I was sold. And she's been my little baby girl ever since. This is interesting. I have never been a dog mom before, so I'm learning all about it. I guess bones and some of those other things that can be hazardous to dogs. So somebody told me about Himalayan cheese sticks, and she loves them, goes nuts. There's bacon in them. So yeah, she's a big cheese girl, like her mom. I'm a big cheese girl too. She does kind of not like when it's cold and windy. She doesn't want to go outside to go to the bathroom, which I don't also blame her for that. But we'll see. Maybe the snow will change her mind.
We're frost-proofing your pets here at Fox Weather, and now we're talking holiday hazards with Dr. Fox and Kuma. And Doctor, let's talk about, now's the time of year you bring trees in. They've got pine needles, you're watering the tree. We've got some hazards to talk about.
Yes, definitely. You're bringing in all of these decorations that aren't typically in your house, so naturally your pets are going to be curious about them. That includes dogs and cats, right? Especially cats when it comes to Christmas trees and tinsel and string lights. We have to be very, very careful.
I never thought about tinsel. Is that harmful?
Tinsel is a common decoration around the holiday time, and it can be particularly dangerous because if ingested, it can lead to a linear GI obstruction. Because of the shape of tinsel, it's like string-like, and because of how difficult it is to break up, your animal's body can't digest it.
This is a true emergency.
Totally, a big emergency, and we see it.
Cats and dogs.
Yes, cats and dogs. I would say cats, for some reason, are just more drawn to tinsel.
Sure, they're constantly doing this thing.
Exactly, they love string.
Yeah.
And that's why we see it probably more often in cats, but it is something we can see in dogs as well.
What about the water that we put into the tree? Because sometimes we put things in that water to make the tree last longer.
Yeah, so preservatives that you put in the bottom of the tree, if ingested in high quantities, can also be toxic to dogs and cats. Again, I think this is more something cats, for whatever reason, are just more interested in drinking from odd places like underneath the tree. And the preservative that they put in can have like salicylic acids in it, which can lead to kidney toxicity.
Oh geez, that's really bad.
It can be. Usually they have to drink a lot of it, but it's something that you should definitely be aware of and make sure that your pet isn't very attracted to that area under the tree.
And real quick, what about pine needles?
I've actually seen a dog have to go to surgery on Christmas Day because they ate part of their Christmas tree, and we remove pine needles from their GI tract.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So best just to keep them out of there. How do you keep them away?
Try to just make sure to clean as much as you possibly can, and then, you know, if you get an artificial tree, then there obviously won't be any shedding.
Get ready to have a ball this Christmas. Santa Paws is coming to town with a little help from our very own Nick Kosir. That's ahead.
I've got 2 dogs. They're both Cocker Spaniels, boy, girl. The boy's name is Max. He is white and fluffy like a teddy bear. And Daisy is a girl, and she's brown and her hair is a little more wavy. They have their own Instagram account, Max and Daisy. They've got 1,850 plus followers. So they are well on their way to being movie star superstars. Do my dogs take after me? I don't think so. The one is an absolute maniac. The other one is just a grumpy old man. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. So no, but they're still cute and fluffy and lovable. So in that regard, they're just like me. They're both indoor dogs, and they like to just hang out on the couch all day, even though we try to get them off the couch as much as possible because they're very furry. No, they just kind of like to hang out and be warm and toasty. So I guess their wintertime activity is snuggles, being warm and toasty. If my dogs could ask Santa Paws for anything, I think Daisy, who's very food motivated, would ask for a big bag of treats. She likes peanut butter flavored treats. And Max is a fetch enthusiast, so I think he would like a FOX Weather tennis ball. So I'm gonna steal it, put it in my pocket for him.
Hey, welcome back to the 2024 Howliday Extravaganza here at Fox Weather. We're at the beautiful Demers Farms in gorgeous New Jersey, and we're checking out the holiday spirit out here. We're going on the ultimate wintertime adventure right here at Demers Farms. Hey, what are we gonna do today?
Okay, we are going on a snifari.
Wait, not just any snifari.
This is a Christmas tree farm snifari.
Let's do it. Costume change for Kuma. Woo! Oscar's ready. And this is it, Fern. This is what you were talking about.
This is the ultimate head out the window experience.
Whoa.
Have you been on a tractor with your dog before?
No, this is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time for Oscar.
This is the first for Oscar.
Oh my gosh. See, heads out the window.
Look at that.
The heads are out the window.
So listen, you've got lights here. There's lots to stimulate the mind. The dogs, the animals, they're gonna think about this.
Get out there with your dog.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think that's key, right? Be outside, because we get cabin fever. We go inside. The dog gets cabin fever too.
Yeah, and we often make excuses in the winter. We're like, oh no, I just want to stay snuggled up inside. But winter can be such a good time to explore outside. It's like being outside in the cold reduces stress. It gives you exercise. These dogs, I mean, I think, you know, they're properly dressed for the weather. So just add on more layers and still go explore outside.
Dogs need exercise.
Yes.
Even if it's cold outside.
I mean, our dogs are our families. And during the holidays, it's so fun to include them in things like this. Your dog on new adventures is also such a great way to take yourself on new adventures.
True. I wouldn't even think that out.
Yeah,
Do you know what? You can even make a snowball, throw it up in the air, and the dog will jump out of it.
Snow fetch. You could dig a hole in the snow. You could make snow doggy angels and get out.
I've never done that.
The first time I went to the snow with Oscar, it's just like, it's a different experience than when you go by yourself, because suddenly you're being out there and you're playing too, and you're in the moment.
You know what? I'm all about the dogs, but I do see people walking their dogs, but they're on the phone the entire time. And I'm like, that poor dog. Pay attention to the dog.
Yes, and also the poor human, because you guys should be outside enjoying your walk. And dogs remind us that these adventures, they might seem simple, but to the dog, it's the best day ever. And then suddenly, it could be your best day ever, too. And have my dog's paws touch sand.
Right.
Have they got to run in the sand? Go, try it. Snow. Has your dog got to play in the snow? Leaves in the fall. Has your dog got to run through a pile of leaves? It's like, all of these things are so meaningful and fun, and they might seem simple and silly, but I think it's all about making new memories. And
They seem like they're small, but they're really not.
yeah, they're not. They're like simple moments of adventure with your dog.
Santa Paws is coming to town this year, and he's getting a little help from Nick Kosir. They're handing out some holiday spirit in New York City. Dr. Fox, we're frost-proofing our pets. We have Luna with us now, and travel this time of year can be rough, pun intended. What do we need to be prepared?
So, you know, it's a very, very busy travel time for everyone, and I think a lot of people bring their pets along with them. So, things to keep in mind, making sure if you're traveling on an airplane, making sure that your pet has an appropriate carrier that is approved by the airline, and you can actually go online and look that up in advance. Making sure that your pet has whatever travel certificate that they need is extremely important, and doing so way before you travel, not the day before. Don't call your vet the day before you travel. Exactly. Making sure you have everything that you need or anticipate that your pet will need when you leave your home. This can include and should include their food, their water, their medication if they need it. That's very important. If you feel like you need a refill of the medication, make sure to get it in advance. Their vaccine records, and make sure your pet has proper identification. If your pet is, you know, gets away because they're scared in an unfamiliar environment, make sure that they have a collar on that has clear identification for them, as well as getting your pet microchipped in case they somehow get out of their collar. It's very important.
And updating that information.
Absolutely. Microchips need to be updated, and pet owners need to know that. If they move, if their number changes, updating your microchip is very important. It can get your pet back to you.
What about in the car? You're traveling, you get caught up in a snowstorm, you have nowhere to go.
Yeah, if you get stranded with your pet, having an emergency kit available is great practice. It's something that if you have a car, you should have one in it at all times. That would include an extra, you know, can of food, their, you know, medical records, their vaccine history. It's all, you know, just in case, but you don't want to have to need those things in a time of emergency. Just be prepared.
Hey Craig, happy holidays. I'm here at Thompson Square Park in New York City, and I'm giving away treats to all the good doggies here at the park. And rumor has it, the elusive Sonny Paws might even show up right here to grant some wishes as well. Although I gotta tell you, I kind of feel like I'm being watched for some reason. I don't know, let's go. What do you like to do with Christopher around the holidays? How do you celebrate with Christopher?
We just open gifts, and for Thanksgiving, he sits at the table with us just like a person.
Oh, that's amazing. He sits on the chair and eats?
Absolutely, yes.
I love it.
He's part of the family.
All right, here we go. Christopher.
It's okay.
Christopher, we've got Sonny Paws here who can translate from dog to human. Christopher, what do you want to ask Sonny Paws for Christmas?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what do you think? Looks like Sonny Paws brought you a ball, Christopher. Are you excited? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey! I'm gonna ask Harley what he wants for Christmas here. Harley, hey buddy, what do you want for Christmas?
A microphone, it looks like.
I can't understand what he's saying. I don't speak dog, but we've got a translator here. This guy speaks animal. Harley, what do you want for Christmas? Tell Sonny.
Go in his ear.
Yeah.
There you go,
What do you think? What do you think? What do you say? Yeah? Oh, okay. Apparently Harley wants a Fox Weather tennis ball for Christmas, so we're gonna give it to him right here, right now. What do you think, Harley? Yeah? Jeanine, what do you think? What do you want for Christmas? What do you think? A bone? Some treats?
Yeah.
I can't understand the dialect here.
Definitely.
Let's get a translator. Sonny Paws, what does Jolene say she wants for Christmas here? Here, go ahead. Yeah, tell
him, Jolene.
Tell Sonny. Tell Sonny right in the ear.
Well, I want all the good things.
What are you hearing? Okay. Apparently, yeah, she wants She's wanted a Fox Weather tennis ball, and we're gonna make that happen for her today. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, see, she loves it. Look, Pepper, hey, what do you want for Christmas this year, Pepper? Any idea? Yeah? I think I've got somebody with a good present for you here. I hear you like tennis balls. Here comes our version of Santa Claus, that's Sonny Paws. And Sonny has a tennis ball for you. Go ahead and give it to her. I think she's gonna be... Pepper's gotta check it out. What do you think? Oh yeah, oh, there we go. Hey, another satisfied customer.
So Charlie, he's 3 years old. He's a mutt. He's like a Chihuahua mix, maybe like a Jack Russell or something. I'm not entirely sure, but he is the sweetest boy ever. He's like so nice to everyone. He loves attention. He loves people, kids, dogs, animals, squirrels, cats.
Well, listen, I think we want to try to make Charlie's Christmas a little bit brighter.
Yeah.
So I believe we've got a nice Fox Weather tennis ball for him.
Yay,
Charlie,
Yay.
What do you think? Yeah, you're the proud owner of a brand new tennis ball. Woo! Raise the roof, raise the roof. So from all of us at Fox Weather to all of you, happy holidays.
Hey guys, happy holidays. You're a good dog. You're a good doggy. Good boys. Good boys.
Hey Oliver, how about that? You got to meet Santa Paws and you have the insight with Santa Paws. And by the way, he gave you a little treat. Look at that. Oh yeah, and also he brought you a little cookie. Hey, here you go. Oh, listen, there's no better way to celebrate the holidays than with your cherished little loved ones. And from all of us here at Fox Weather, happy holidays!